Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we are, yes, in artillery on Stalingrad. So this might be my first video on Stalingrad. I can't remember if I had one on here yet already or not, but I've only had the privilege of playing on the map a couple times so far. And really, it's not that bad of a map. I kind of like it. It's almost like a big, slightly more spaced out Himmelsdorf, especially with that eastern flank. But Himmelsdorf does have, not a beach, but it has the tracks. And if you haven't seen my video that I've just put out very recently on this map, where you can actually get, if you look up into the A1 to A, all the way over to A7 area, there's actually a house you can get into the top floor of, and you can see how some of the map is kind of grayed out up there too. You can get back into that area, and if you want to see how, just go ahead and watch that video. It'll have been out just a couple days ago now. But anyways, we are looking for our first victim. Let's see who we can find. There's always a heavy tank over here, or a juicy tank destroyer, but he's slightly behind a barrier, so I can't quite get a hit on him. But I've decided, or I've tried to keen my ability. Oh no, that's gonna miss. Yeah, he kind of reversed and turned in at the last second. If he would have kept backing up straight, then maybe we would have hit him. But I've been trying to keen my ability right off the beginning of battles to predict where enemy tanks are going to appear first. And given that artillery, this one's pretty good as far as the how far you can traverse that gun left and right. I guess is that the arc? No, that's not the arc. Oh, Ram, you're in trouble. That one hit right at his feet, tracks things, but I think he's in trouble anyway. He's probably going to be dead before we reload. Yep, there he goes. See the explosion from above. But yeah, if you can predict where that first enemy tank is going to appear and already be aimed there completely in artillery before they've even fired a shot, and you can take out half their health right away, that's a huge advantage to your team. And you may have saw there, well, there's my shot, getting there a little bit late after he backed up and splashed him, but didn't do any actual damage. But you may have saw the shot before that did damage was Drepix. He's in artillery as well. We decided to rock the tier 7 arties, and I've been really enjoying this whole French line, really, except the tier 5. That sucked. I didn't really play into the ones prior to that. I decided to skip right to the tier 5 because, you know, free experience and stuff. And the tier 6 was pretty good. This tier 7 so far, I love it. I'm not quite at the tier 8 yet, but once I do, I'm sure at one point I'll have a good game for you there. And just a little bit of a spoiler, you may see on my gun, I have no mark of excellence on my barrel. But by the end of this, or at the end of this, after this, I actually managed to earn the mark of excellence. If you don't know what the mark of excellence is, it's on your barrel. There's either, if you're within the top, I believe if you're better than 65% of other players by damage done, I think it is, in that tank than everyone else, then you get a stripe or a star. Oh, the splash T29, depending on what nation you're in, the symbol's a little bit different. On your gun barrel, it's just kind of showing, hey, you know how to use that vehicle. And admittedly, I just barely got this. You have to be better than 65% of the rest of the players that play this tank in the last X amount of time. Well, I've got like 65.3%, so we're not much better than that. But you can see our western flank has fallen. Our eastern flank is not doing a whole lot better. I'm kind of deciding where should I go. I want to get a shot at the SU-100, but I do not want to get spotted myself. That SU-100 will certainly kill me in one shot, unless I get extremely lucky and he hits my gun or my track or something. And there we go, Drepik, nice shot, very well done. I figured he was toast. I'm surprised the rest of the enemies on the west have not come back towards our cap circle. But both luckily and unluckily, we have a AFK Hellcat in our base. That's good for Drepik because, well, in order for them to get a shot at Drepik, they first have to be spotted by the AFK Hellcat. Just because he's AFK doesn't mean he's useless. Hey, some players, the way I've seen him play, it might actually be better that way. Oh, can we get a shot at this guy? We need to help out this IS. He's probably toast if we can't help him out, but I just can't quite get that shot on the T29 very well. How about the E8? Nope, not quite. Maybe the T29 will stay still long enough for me to get a good shot. Nope. If that would have splashed beside him, it might have been able to kill him. 194 health points might have been enough, or might have not been enough for him to survive. But I'm still waiting for that moment where Drepik gets overrun. Oh, here comes the tank destroyer, as you can see on the mini-map there, towards Drepik. took out the Hellcat. That means Drepik no longer has any eyes, but now Drepik already knows he's there, so he can't really sneak up on him. And Drepik will, of course, because he's artillery and has that long reload. Okay, well, he had a chance. He was given a fighting chance, kinda, but his artillery piece is just so slow that running for your life, like I can in this, is just not quite as easy. But now what I'm doing is I'm trying to sneak up on this T-29 and this E-8, and I'm kind of like, oh crap, where did they go? They're not here anymore. And the more time you move into their space, into where they were last spotted, without knowing where they are, the scarier it gets. And I'm kind of concerned that they're behind me when I come around this corner, like to where my behind and to my left was, and I'm concerned that they're going to be right around this corner, and I'm just debating, should I go around this corner? Where's the T-29? Where did he go? The M4A3E8 has been spotted over there. He's at 1%. He's a one-shot kill. But what you're going to see me do is not just rush in there and try to get him, because I know that T-29 is around there somewhere. If I just rush straight towards the E8 and try to kill the E8, even if I kill him, the T-29 is probably going to kill me first. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay stealthy. I'm going to stay unspotted, and I'm going to try to sneak up behind that Su-14-1, their artillery piece, and hopefully I can do that, and hopefully their M4A-E3, the M4 Sherman there I'm going to call it, is far enough away at that point that I can reload before he manages to come and kill me. However, it's looking like he might have been heading in this direction. I don't think they know where I am, and I do want to be careful when going around this corner. I'm hoping I don't get spotted from him being down the alleyway. It looks like we're okay, but he does have better view range than me. I could have been spotted and not known it. But now, there's the artillery. Now you're going to get a taste to see just how slow that artillery piece Drepik was driving is. This is the same one as Drepik was driving, the same type. And look how slow it is. It's turning towards me. I'm trying to get as close as I can. I want to aim now a little bit. And I've waited until pretty much the last second before he fired. Now I'm going to tuck into this building here. I want to get myself as much time as I can to reload. I'm not sure what direction the M4 is in now. I figured he's probably coming up behind me, so I decided, you know what, time to get out of here, run. Oh crap, there he is. Oh well, let's try this. He missed. I was lucky. I ran him to death. How often do you get to ram a medium tank to death in an artillery piece? You don't get to ram much to death that often in an artillery piece. Sometimes you get to ram scouts that like to go all kamikaze on you. Like earlier today, an ELC decided to ram me at full speed. I lived, he didn't. But you don't always get that lucky. Now, it went from being a 4 versus 1 to now a 2 versus 1. Let's see how good I can do. I know this Jag Panther was over here at some point earlier this battle. And so I'm assuming that he's coming back up this direction to come and hunt me down, because I'm pretty sure it was him on the cap, and then has now stopped capturing. Where is he? Can we find him? Is he going to be over here? See, right now I'm kind of wondering, oh, there he is. Don't miss. Ooh, that was a pretty lucky shot. And now I'm about to make a mistake. Can you see what my mistake is? Yep, T-29 was there. The mistake I made was not sitting there and waiting until I was unspotted before coming around that corner. If I would have waited until I was unspotted, then went the other direction, for example, I probably would have been able to get around behind the T-29 and maybe got the lucky shot in and survived. Now, that shot on the Jag Panther there, the J Panther, whatever you want to call it, it was a pretty lucky one on the move that probably would have only hit less than half the time. And same with the one on the first artillery piece, that was lucky, and I was lucky that the M4 was in the wrong place at the wrong time for him. Right at the beginning there too, so there's lots of luck, but I came this close to turning the game around, and as you can see there, or could see, the T-29 was only at 16% health, so if I would have hit him, it would have been an almost definite kill on my part, and that's the same T-29, I think it's the same T-29 that I just barely missed earlier, and that building got in the way. So that very close, very almost nearly became a winning case for me. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.